I am welcoming Yavar Yusubat.
Thank you so much.
Yavar, you are welcome in the Valley Hood channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I really
you
appreciate
for giving
it.
us time.
Thank you so much. Right now अभी हम श्रीनगर में हैं और हम अभी बुक्स अपने भेजे की जो we are going to sell 10 books in just one day. And अभी हमारे पास पैसे नहीं है so that we can go home. So for that we have to sell the books so that we can manage to go home.
Hi friends, this is Abid Hamid and you are watching Valley Hoods. Breaking stereotypes and coming up with something that does not embrace general acceptance and still following your goal is a better pill to solve. Today I am introducing you with an aspiring YouTuber Yavar Yusubat who has breaking all the chains and coming up a different kind of a genre to mesmerize his audience at all. I am welcoming Yavar Yusubat.
Thank you so much.
Yavar, you are welcome in the Valley Hood channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I really
you
appreciate
for giving
it.
us time.
Thank you so much. Man.
Tell us, being a commerce student, still choosing a path that is something out of box.
Okay. So when I was young, so I was not having any fixed dream what I want to do in my life. So after that, I started exploring myself. Like when I finished my 12th, after that I went outside. So I got access to a lot of stuff, to a lot of people. I met a lot of people, and they were having different dreams. For example, there were one of my friend, he was singing. So I was a bit inspired by him. I started singing as well. I went to my home. I started like memorizing lyrics. But after that, I thought like this is not my field. So this is the thing how I end up being here in this YouTube. And YouTube is it's not my final destination. Like I told you before we were talking, we were discussing about this. YouTube is only 10% of what I dreamed of. 90% is still hidden and I haven't like talked about that thing. So this is how I went on the journey.
How was the reaction of your parents when you started your journey?
Actually there are a lot of expectations. Like my parents, my dad was thinking that he will be any officer, any government officer. Because what happened, we are coming from village, so the mindset here is if you will get job, then your life is perfect. Like everyone gives you respect. But here in our village, like not everyone is following the same crowd. So that's why I was like thinking that I will do something a bit different, so that maybe I can inspire one or two guy who will say that I will do something different. Because I don't find jobs utterly satisfied. For example, my grandpa was doing job, right? My grandpa was doing job. Yeah, after that he passed away. So now who knows him? Me and my dad, because he has done something for us only, not for any other person. So I don't want to leave this world like that. I want to inspire people by whatever I'm doing. I want to show the young people who are over here in this society so that they can break this chain, because we are living in like it's kind of a cage that we are living in. If someone is going on another path, so people are criticizing him. No, this path is not good. You're going in a wrong way. But I don't think that is the right way to you know to to accept that thing. You have to just break the chain and live your dream.
How do you deal with all the criticism? Because it needs must have a guts to deal with what you are today.
Absolutely, man. Actually, when I was, if like we don't learn in just a second, we learn by by stage. When I was in 12th, I started writing poetry. So after that, I was uploading those poetry pieces on Instagram, and I got a lot of criticism. My friends told me that you're wasting your time, why you are not focusing on academic books, like lot of stuff. So at that time I was not having that mindset, so I deleted all my social media accounts. At that time I realized that your people, like mostly 90% of your people, they will not support you when you are in infancy stage, when you are in growing stage. So for that you just need a little bit craziness and courage to just accept them. you know when I started this YouTube channel, I was like a lot of people, I lost a lot of people, because they think that he's doing something, maybe he will reach somewhere else more than us. So they started criticizing me. But the only thing is you have to be strong. If you believe in yourself, then it doesn't matter. And there was a time I was like caring about people. Now that thing is not with me.
Directly or indirectly, you are trying to revive that bookish culture. And I have seen you a lot of videos while you are telling the people to become the what you are, to read the books. So why do you get this inspiration?
Okay, so when I was in 12th, I was living in my village. I was like nothing, man. I was a guy who is dreamless. I was not thinking about future, what I want to do, why I'm here in this earth, who brought me here. Like, I was not introspecting about these questions. So after that, when I went outside, I told you before that you get access of a lot of things. Now you get access of bad things as well and good things as well. Because when you are living outside of your family, you are having a lot of freedom. Now there are two ways. You can go to in a wrong way or you can go into a good way. I met a lot of people, like one was author, one was social activist, many people were they were smoking, lot of people. But after that, it's your choice whom you will follow. All right. So when I was in my college, they were having a library, and I was having this curiosity that I want to read some novels, poetry, because this was a thing that was fascinating me. But I was not getting into it because when I was at home, I was not having those kind of books. So I got access to library, so I was going there every single day. Like I have spent more time than my academic books. Like I was not reading my academic books, I was reading those kind of books because I have like people at the time also told me that this is waste of time. But what's my perspective about these books is, for example, if you are writing a book, so you are putting whole experience in that book. So if I will read that book, so I will learn like everything whatever you have jotted down on that book. So I have read at least 200, like 240 or 220 books. So I was also buying those books from when I started job in Chandigarh. So after that, when I was at home, I was not having like my books was here just to make my shelf better. But after that, I got to realize that, man, if I will do something, I will not put any fixed price on these books. After that, I started selling the books with not price like anything. If you don't have money, you can take it free. If you have money, you can give me a little bit, and you can read that because I had read them all. So I was thinking that maybe if any person will read, so it will be kind of charity for me, and maybe if someone will learn something, so it will benefit me.
Do you feel to somehow educated people are responsible for this extinction of reading culture in Kashmir?
Sorry, what kind of culture?
Reading culture in Kashmir.
Actually, reading culture. I guess I have seen mostly people don't read here. People, for example, if I'm a father, so I will ask my child to read academic books only because we focus more on marks, like how much percentage you have got. We don't focus about anything. For example, I will give you a little example. I have done my BBA in Chandigarh, and when I went for the interview, he didn't ask me any single thing about like BBA books. He just checked my confidence and my language. So how can you get the language? You have to read the books, and it is about life. If you are reading this book, for example, Rich Dad Poor Dad, you will learn lot of things. They will not make you learn these things in school, because in school they will make you how to become an kind of robot, how to memorize things. So I guess if you will, I will tell you one more thing that's important. I was reading a book about Rumi and Khalil Gibran, and after that I was so much fascinated by those books, really. And I was like, man, if these guys can read, they can write this deep knowledge, then what about the God? How like Quran will be so fascinating. So it also like there was a curiosity inside of me because of those books, so that I can go and read Quran, because that was that's the best book that I can ever read. So those books have also pushed me to go there. So I guess if you want to change your life, just start reading. Don't think about it is like book of Christian or something like that. You are just reading. If you like something about it, take it. If you don't like something about it, just throw it out.
If somebody asks you what is the connection between reading and YouTube, although they are different mediums that are.
You know, the thing is, I have explored many YouTubers in Kashmir, and I don't think like they are giving more entertainment than learning. For example, I'm not following any YouTuber in Kashmir, to be honest. I'm watching some vlogs from outside because they will make you learn a lot of things. What they are doing in this Kashmir, they are making entertainment 90% and learning only 10%. And what I believe is that if you are watching entertainment over and over, you will get into depression, because entertainment, there is limit for entertainment, and when you will cross that limit, you will be in depression. So if you will watch maybe my one video or two video, maybe there will be 60% learning and 40% will be there fun there. I just show reality. And the books are like, it's kind of an addiction to me, really. Because I was into reading, I started journaling whatever I'm doing in my life, because it really makes, it's kind of a solace for me now. Because but first, for example, now if I will suggest to any person who's watching this video that how can you start reading? Don't buy a book. Just start from a little story, a short story every single day for 1 month. Then after that, when you will learn, after that, you will get addicted to big books. You will not sleep until and unless you have not been through 1 or 2 pages of books, because it gives you a lot of things about life.
As I know, you started your YouTube channel under the name of Self Addiction.
Mhm.
Then you changed it to Kashmiri Vagabond.
Absolutely.
Why?
So self addiction was something people were not understanding. Like for example, there was one guy, he told me that there is negativity in your name, it's addiction. And my first videos were all about improvement, how to stop masturbation and pornography, how to start learning English, like these kind of things. Then after that, I was thinking that I will do something different that will benefit the society, that will uh, get this, like that will break the chain. Like I will do something extraordinary things that not people are doing, because everyone is making vlogs in Kashmir and not everyone is selling books, right? Because I have explored everything and I don't saw any guy selling books. He had read all through books and now he is selling them to audience. So I just want my uniqueness in these videos. And after that, I started in I changed the name Kashmiri Vagabond, so that I was doing all the stuff in Chandigarh, but I came first here Kashmir for 2 or 3 months so that I can explore. I can get here audience. And Kashmiri Vagabond is something that is, the meaning of vagabond is actually the one who is doing something different from others. So I was like thinking that maybe I'm doing something different from others, so it was like Kashmiri Vagabond.
Actually, it is a slang.
Mm-hmm.
Vagabond is a
Vagabond,
slang.
yeah.
But still naming it, how audience reacted on it?
Like there were a lot of people who said that vagabond is, who is homeless, who is careless. But I have realized, man, one thing, that when you start when you stop caring about people, what they think about you, because if you are right, then let people talk about it. Like I'm having this perspective that why there is Kashmiri Vagabond, because vagabond is someone who is doing something different from others. So this is all how I see this. So now people, like, they criticize you on videos, not only on your channel name, on videos, on books, where you're living in gurdwaras, where you are like traveling free. So like we get a lot of criticism, but we had to take it as blessing.
You say that you stayed in a Gurdwara for 12 days.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what do you get there that we lack in Kashmir?
So there was something I got, like I got to learn extraordinary things. I was in Chandigarh for 2 months. I was not having get any money. I have lived 2 months in Chandigarh without money. So what we were doing, I spent 5 or 6 days on petrol stations. We were doing camping there, and I was selling my books. And then another thing, after that, I went to Gurdwara for 12 days. And the owner of the Gurdwara, chairman of the Gurdwara, he told us that you can sit here for like 2 months. Like their hospitality is like, I can't even explain how much they care. There was one Paji, he was coming to us in the morning. Hey, have you take apne khana khaya, wo khaya, ye khaya. मतलब I felt home there. And after that, मतलब वहाँ का जो culture है, that's absolutely amazing. And after that, I got to realize that now I will come to Kashmir and I will see how much people, like how people kind of are. So after that, I did one experiment in Rajbagh Zero Bridge. I went for my books. So there were a lot of people who helped us. There was a guy who told us that I'm having 30 books in my room, so you can also get them and you can sell them. So that was also a good thing. There was one guy who gave us a bit money for a book and he offered us a tea. So there are a lot of people like showing. So that's what I want to show outsiders, that Kashmiri hospitality is also good. Like people are generous here. They are here to help you. You just have to come travel here and you will get to know how much like generosity is there in people. of Kashmir.
When looking around your room, we can see a lot of placards. Do you feel suspending placards gives you a kind of an inspiration that you want to excel in the life, or gives a force that compel you to be a better in your life, or do you think it is just as it is?
Actually, first off thing, I like decoration. I like decoration. Here, for example, there is one thing. We all are in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. So these are all inspiration quotes, and there are some guys. This one is this visible on the
Yes, yes, it
video?
is.
So
It is.
he's one man from Pakistan. May you know him? His name is Abdul Staredi. So he is he's kind of an inspiration for me. Like he has done a lot of good things for society. So that one is Charlie Baba's case. So these are the people I look up at. Like I have read about them, and it feels like, man, I have to do something they have done more than that. And it feels good when you are having these quotes all over the room.
There was a term that I used before, that you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, but nowadays the trends have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to be, some of us wants to be a YouTuber, some of them wants to be photographer, and all the creative arts that are there. Do you feel this is a win for all those guys who have excelled there, who are excellent in everything to promote it? Do you feel that?
Actually, what I feel is that not everyone can be a YouTuber. Like, it needs, really, I told you, it needs courage to do. You have to be, when I started this journey, I was not able to speak in front of camera. I was not having that much confidence. So now I can talk. I can talk in front of camera. I don't feel that much, insecurity that he's looking at me, he's looking at me. So it improves your personal, like, it's kind of personal development. And one more thing is, the people from outside, they are, if we will talk about money is the first, like capitalism wins at the end. So if you will be a YouTuber, you will put some good content on the YouTube. First of all, you will get a lot of benefit. For example, if someone is learning from you, so you will get a lot of benefit, and you will also earn a handsome amount of money that job can't give you. You can go beyond like these kind of jobs, because in our society we think that if you will get the job, so you are like, everyone will appreciate you. You are doing this, everyone will give respect to you. But for breaking this chain, someone has to come up with this thing, and he has to sacrifice many more things. So that, because in Kashmir there are also a lot of YouTubers who are earning handsome amount of money by YouTube. They are like inspiring a lot of people. So I guess this is now the time has changed. It's not all about job. You can do a lot of stuff, and you can live your life. You can feed your family.
How much time do you require to prepare a single video?
I have a lot of ideas. Like, for example, right now I have 5 or 6 content in my, they are roaming around my head, that what I have to do. So after that, I just go for the video. I make video. For example, right now we are taking shot. If there will be any mistake, then we will cut that out. If there will be not mistake, then it sometimes, if video is like 20 minutes or 70 minutes, it takes me like 2 or 3 hours to add the music, to do a lot of things. It takes a lot of time. So you are investing your life on something. So it's okay. Like, if you believe in yourself, one day you will get what you want.
So, if at last, what is the purpose of your life at all? By glowing yourself or by disseminating yourself through YouTube and all these platforms. So, at last, what is your purpose of life?
My purpose of life is, it's not my purpose. My short goal of life is, I want to travel the world. I want to see each and every corner of this world. And the second, my whole purpose is that when I will, at the end, when I will be at the deathbed, I should not carry any regret. If I had any regret at that time, then I will see like, man, I have done nothing in my life. So I want to give my 100% to whatever I am doing. So when I will be at the deathbed, so I should not carry. I will smile back to death. That's my dream that I want to do. Like, this is the end goal. That when death will come, I just want to smile back to death. So if I will do that, then my life purpose is gone. Like, it's finished.
Some words for our channel, Valley Hood.
Okay,
What's your take on that?
So Velley Hertz, you guys are finding something like that are, for example, not mostly people know my story. So you have come to me, so it's really appreciate, like, you are doing a great job. That you are like finding people who are hidden. So you're just bringing them in front of audience. So it's really a great job. Like, you are helping someone out to reach his audience. So I really appreciate that. And if you guys are watching, so you if you like this, like whatever he is doing, if you like this whole thing, then you can share, you can subscribe his channel, you can share with your loved ones, because this is the thing that you can do. So thank you so much.
for your time.
Thank you so much.